Good morning. How are we, everybody? Hope we're all doing good. Happy Friday, as they say. Um, this people is not like going to be talking about a load of topics, and it's just basically going to be focusing on. I just want to know if there's any more people what are starting to want this club back to where it should be and going to that next level. So I'm interested to know if there's any more people what are now believing that the he's just not the guy. Mikel Arteta is just not him. He's just not him. Or if people are still backing him, jump in the chat and tell me why. So everybody, good morning. Rich99 Arsenal. Please do smash the likes and subscribe people when you jump in the channel. It really does help it. So yeah, I'm not going to stay on too long as well, people, and it definitely ain't going to be a 3 hour. I tell you that now, no chance. Might be about 45 minutes. Famous last words. Dockside, good morning, mate. You've been grinding. Need to really up my game. Dark side, it's because I've been off for a few days, mate. I'm back at work tomorrow for 4 days, and then it's like 4 on, 2 off, rotational, as I told you. So no, mate, it's I've just been jumping on, mate, a few more times because I think there were about a couple of weeks ago where we did like 3 lives. So it is what it is, mate. Sometimes people don't have time. Sometimes I don't have time. Sometimes I have to miss a live completely for about 2 days and just chuck a couple of shorts in. And so are you, mate. You're chucking it out. Your content's great. The way you're creative and that. It's really good. Please do subscribe to Darkside, people. Darkside gonna, but Arteta will never be the guy ever. He's so mediocre. Yeah, man. This is it. This is it. To me, people, I just think if if you're an Arsenal fan, and you've seen, like me, the Invincible era, the doubles, 97, 98, the Mark Overmars, Nicholas Nelka beating Newcastle and FA Cup, etc. The Invincible era, beating Chef Wednesday in the Coca-Cola Cup over two legs, etc. And seen some really good times. The Mr. Arsenal just like that and volleys it straight in top corner. What kind of want top corner, like middle at corner, middle at net, sorry, against Everton. And you've seen some amazing times for Arsenal Football Club and seen some amazing players walk through the door. If you've seen that, like me and other people in the chat, then this is where we will never be told that this is still good enough for Arsenal Football Club. Now, if you're new to game, new watching football new and start watching Arsenal, say 2015, 2016, and thought, oh, Arsenal's going to win league here, and Leicester did it. It was between Arsenal, Leicester, and Tottenham, and you became a fan then. Whatever. But if you keep wanting to say end of season, "Ah, next season we'll win it. We just need that striker. We just need that striker. Yeah, we trust Mikel. We trust Mikel. He knows what we need. I've never sung that song, by the way. He knows exactly what we're doing. He needs to um like just get this signing. Like he needs a striker, then we're sorted. Once Mikel gets that striker, then we're sorted. Once we don't get injuries in a season, we're sorted. So if that's what you keep saying and believing, then personally, I think that you are all for Mikel Arteta. You're not bothered about this badge behind me. You're more interested in the affiliation is towards Mikel Arteta. You've kind of latched on to Mikel Arteta and think he's the best thing since sliced bread. That is the best manager out there. Now, me, I'll be truthful as day when it comes to Mikel Arteta is probably going to be, if you pick your novices, your apprentice managers, is he diabolical as a novice apprentice manager? No, he's not, people. And you know what I think of Mikel Arteta? He's a stubborn, smug prick. He's took away getting to Wembley. He's took that away from us. We don't play at Wembley anymore. There's no finals, no trophies. So everybody knows in my chat what exactly I feel about Mikel Arteta. But one thing I do say is when you have to say something what's factually correct, you have to praise it. And he is probably, out of the novices, apprentices, managers, is different to others. Is a lot better. It's proven that out of a bunch of apprentice and novice managers, he's not the worst of the worst. You know what I mean? He's probably better than a lot. But if you then say, right, put him in a bracket as a top elite manager, he don't even touch the surface, if you ask me. And I say that because a simple thing is, if a manager is a top elite manager, they don't even have to worry and think about plan B, plan B, plan B. 4-3-3. I can't go anywhere different. I can't change formational. We're not getting anywhere against his team. They would just say, right, we're just going to cause a massive headache now to the opponent, and we're just going to. This manager's just going to be like, where did that come from? What's Arsenal doing here? They're dragging us everywhere. They're smothering us. They're suffocating us. They've got two wing backs because they've gone to a back five. They've got two wing backs bombing forward. Ideally, Kieran Tierney. I mean, we aren't even jumping to topics, people, because I'll end up being a long time on here, and I don't really want to this morning just yet. Later on, I'll be on. But again, Kieran Tierney. I mean, just what an example. I mean, I thought he was going to be Arsenal's captain, and obviously Mikel Arteta, another player he wasted. Oh, but he's always injured. He's never in. Last injury was 2024 in Euros for Scotland, by the way. So yeah. So if you want to keep backing this manager, where you think, oh, we're back, we're back, we're back. That's what you get on Twitter. You get these followers, emphasize on that word, not fans, all say we're back because we've put 11 out of 10 performance in against Nottingham Forest. That again, that then goes to their standards. That's what they're happy with. They like, yep, that's amazing. Arsenal, just look what we've done to Nottingham Forest. And people are moaning, saying, oh, this is not going well. We're not doing anything this season. And yet we beat Nottingham Forest. Oh, they've got a short memory, haven't they? No. People like me and people like in the chat, we go back to last season. How we were diabolical and we were screaming out of creativity, and it never happened. I were drawn 14 games, and Onslaught, since coming from the Dutch Eredivisie, we're currently with Feyenoord, AZ Alkmaar, Go Ahead Eagles. He just made Mikel Arteta look an absolute twat in his first season, and they signed Chiesa only. So if you want to keep backing things like, oh, we've just put 11 out of 10 performance in for one game, or maybe 2 or 3, 4 games in a row. If you want that, then I suggest you stick with your manager. If that's what you want, if that's your standard, seeing 11 out of 10 performances, maybe 1 or 2, 3 games in a row, and you think, oh yeah, we're back, we scored 15 goals, maybe 3 or 4 games, and then next minute, right corner, there's a pathetic draw. If you want to keep seeing your manager going backwards, because right now, approaching to his sixth kind of year and spending 1 billion, Arsenal should be the team everyone's watching and thinking, look at them, man, look at them go. They're on it already. They're purring, the players, they know exactly what to do, sorry. They know exactly what the drill is. He's got Arteta's got all his players playing with freedom. They're expressing themselves, they're flourishing. They know exactly what they're doing. And they're just killing teams off. They're winning teams by in first 20, 30 minutes, some games, they're taking the game to Man City, taking the game to Liverpool. They might concede 2, but they've gone and scored 3 because they've been ruthless. So if you want to keep seeing your manager with no plan B and watching games and you think, what is this? What is this? I could have a power nap watching Arsenal Football Club. Back in the day, I wouldn't even dare nip to kitchen to get a drink when I was watching Arsenal Football Club, because you were like, they're just absolutely smashing this team. And when you talk about dominating, that's what dominating used to be in football. But now this manager, this Mikel Arteta, this stubborn, smug prick, all of a sudden has changed it. Yeah. It's alt CEOs were calling me. Alt CEOs, Donald Trump, Arnold Schwarzenegger, everybody, Alan Sugar, Christian Purslow, the ex-CEO, kind of Chelsea, Liverpool, Aston Villa. Yeah, everybody were calling me, mate. Mrs. Brown's boys called me, saying now we dominated Man City. Well, to me, dominating is where you peppering goal, hitting post, left post, right post, hitting crossbar, making keeper work constantly. But his kind of definition of dominating is hogging the ball and having the ball, not doing nothing with it, not being effective with it. But that's now Mikel Arteta is that's his definition of dominating teams. Yeah, it's just so bad to take. We dominate the ball. It's so bad. It's so bad. I just it's so hard to take that we dominate ball and we dominate game and we lose and we it's so hard to take, guys. It's so hard to take because we dominate every game. Yeah, we dominate game, and our CEOs call me John. Donald Trump called me Arnold Schwarzenegger. Danny DeVito called me. Yeah. Missy Brown Boy called me. Yeah. It's so hard. It's so hard to take. It's so hard to take because we just dominate teams. Yeah. We have 50 shots a game. Yeah, make the keeper save 20 saves. Hit the crossbar 5 times, guys. It's so hard. Yeah, I'm so proud of players. I'm so proud of my players. They're fantastic and. Just dominate every game. Every game, you see crossbar rattling all time, crossbar post, goalkeeper off the line. It's so hard to take. It's so hard to take. But against Newcastle, I know. I just know. Everybody's going to be calling me on my phone. Mr. Blobby, he will call me. It's just so bad. Simon Cowell called me. So if you want to continue watching Arsenal, who now have got a very good squad, let me tell you, very good players individually, when we've got the luxury of bringing Saka and Eze on, and you want to continue watching these players flourish and express themselves and play with freedom and play their own game, then I suggest you start looking at the bigger picture and think, what are you waiting for? Get out of Mikel Arteta's arse. Stop sucking him up. Kind of pause. Stop literally backing everything he does, says, and wants. Stop being fascinated with him, and start waking up. And if you want to see Arsenal Football Club start winning Premier League titles, I suggest you start putting pressure on him. Because if you don't want to see titles, you don't want to see football fast flowing, players playing with freedom, expressing themselves. There's a lot of intensity, there's a lot of urgency in our game, and not just in little glimpses, that's all we're doing at the moment. If you want to see days out at Wembley, if you want to see us reach finals every season, and then obviously the pinnacle of that, bringing it to fruition, is winning trophies every season. If you want all that, I suggest people you start getting your head out your arse and out Mikel Arteta's arse and stop living in a fantasy dream land, wishing, hoping, and praying that this manager, Mr. Licorice Head, stubborn, smug prick, is going to turn it round because he's not. It's not going to happen. He is not good enough for Arsenal Football Club. He never was from the start. Novice, apprentice, yeah, like I said, hands up, hands up. It's probably better than a lot. But when it comes to a top elite manager, Mikel Arteta does not scratch the surface because a top elite manager would know how to play a plan B in every game. If we had Thomas Frank and Eddie Howe in the last 3 years, Arsenal Football Club would have won a Premier League title because they would have looked at Arsenal and thought, right, yep, let's get the balance sorted out. Let's get a striker, which went over 3 seasons, only just signed now with Victor Gyökeres. Let's take the pressure off Bukayo Saka. Let's get a backup for Saka. They would have done the simplest things, but this manager does not do them. And if you think now, looking at Arsenal, and I'm going to read people's comments out in a minute because I don't like to miss any. I do apologise, people. Thank you, everybody, as well, for joining up to yet. Please do smash those likes and subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you think this is acceptable now, what we're seeing, when he spent 1 billion, he's got so much more attacking prowess in our team, which again, that goes back to him. He's neglected signing any attacking players for the last 3 seasons. So now we've had to go Madueke, Eze, Victor Gyökeres, and we still need 2 more. We still need a backup striker for Victor Gyökeres, 100%. So that's his problem again. That's all on him. And the way we're playing now, it looks like we're new to it all. Like he is new to managing Arsenal. It looks like he's experimenting. It looks horrendous at times. It does not look like a team what all the pressure is on. And believe me, the pressure is all on Arsenal. People's not bothered about Man City and Liverpool. The focus is about Arsenal. It's what you're going to do, Arsenal. You've ran your mouth off on all these social medias, all these top gooners, Roy Talks BS, Harry, Adam Keys, Hagen, Igal, well, all them absolute wankers, Moneypenny. I've probably missed some. There's many, many more, in fact. You're running your mouth off. Look what Arsenal's doing. Yeah. You have to every signing we make, we have to show all on social media that it's a dog who you have to see. And I love dogs. Most people do. But every signing Arsenal make, male or female, we have to present it. And female team, they're just embarrassing. Men team, trust me, they're making us well proud. We're Rennie Sleggers, absolutely. So if you want this, where that other teams, other fans are absolutely battering Arsenal on social media, and rightly so, and making fun of us and making a mockery of our club because we're always posting things, doing this, doing that. It's all nicey nicey, big cuddles and everything. And then at end of season, they just turn around and say, "Well, where's Arsenal at end of season? They don't reach Wembley. They're not there. They don't represent Wembley." You know, on that FA Cup day when it's red hot outside, 9 times out of 10 it's always red hot and it's FA Cup. And where's Arsenal? Well, their season's finished, mate. They're over. They're done. Or let's go a little bit further back. March, February. Sorry, February, March. Carabao Cup. Where's Arsenal? They're not in that. They, well, Arsenal couldn't even reach a Carabao Cup final. Look, couldn't even reach it. Couldn't even get it. This is now, people. It's not all play date. It's not all laughing and smiles no more. This is serious shit when it comes to Arsenal Football Club, because there's no more excuses. There's nothing anyone can say no more. So if anyone hears all these Rory talks BS, then absolute prick of a guy, Harry Symeou and Knobhead, all making excuses. Well, yeah, once Mikel Arteta gets Victor Gyökeres settled in, we'll be all right. Oh, there's another excuse. It's over. All the pressure now is on Arsenal Football Club. No one's going to wait around for Arsenal no more. We've got Eze, we've got Saka, we've got Gyökeres. Do you know what I mean? It's like on Sunday we had the luxury of bringing Victor Gyökeres, Saka on, and Eze. That's what strength we've got now. Mikel Arteta, yeah, he has brought some of these players in. Andre Berta, to me though, he got Mosquera, he got Victor Gyökeres, and I think he pushed for Eze. So everybody keeps saying it, be patient, be patient. Well, don't say that to an Arsenal fan, especially like people like me and most people in chat, because we've waited 21 years. Enough's enough. It's now or never now. We've got to win the Premier League or Champions League. Even a Carabao Cup and an FA Cup double ain't enough. Is it 2 trophies? Yes. Is it a day out at Wembley? Yeah. But it proves that this is all we're going to get with this manager. He's not good enough for Arsenal Football Club, and he does not deserve the job. And he definitely does not deserve 15.6 million a year. He took getting away to Wembley. He took it all away from us. We don't see that. We don't play at Wembley no more. We don't reach any finals, and we don't win no trophies. There's no plan B. If if you if you if you turned TV on with Arsenal this season and looked back at where they finished, like second. But even last year, we didn't even enter a title race. Arnslot just literally dog walked Mikel Arteta, made him look a fool. But if you turned TV on and you were somebody and they said, right, this is Arsenal, this is Arsenal Football Club. They finished second last season before, and got to a semi-final in Champions League, and you were told to watch the games of Arsenal's season. I guarantee you now, most people would be like, "Are you having a laugh, pal? Are you having a laugh? You're telling me that this team finished second 3 seasons in a row?" Yeah, yeah. Seriously, on what are you telling me? This football gets you second place? People would be flabbergasted. They'd be like, "What the hell? You're boring, mate." Yeah, you might be great in defence, which we are. We've got, Gabriel and Saliba, to me, are the best centre back pairing in world football, and a massive. Everyone knows Saliba's my favourite player. I have watched all his loans at Saint Etienne when he went straight back where he came from, then at Nice, and then finished at Marseille. So people will be like, "Well, yeah, you've got a great defence, but what do you do at ball? How did you get second? You don't score goals, man. You look boring as anything." But then this is where the obsessed Arteta fan, look at what we did against Leeds, look at what we did against Forest. That's how their standards are. That is how their standards are on the floor, because they will big it up because we battered Forest and Leeds, which, no disrespect to Forest and Leeds, but this is the Arsenal people. They are not in our league no more. We expect to beat them, and quite comfortably. So if you really want to look at Arsenal and then there's no messing around no more. If you seriously want to see Arsenal Football Club win a Premier League title for the first time in your life and see us going to the top where we were told in 2006 by the Cronkies and the owners, the board, etc., the hierarchy, we're doing this because obviously, of course, they want more money. Of course, they do. Massive capacity compared to 38,000 at Highbury. Where now it's 60,000. Obviously, so we know for a fact that there's going to be loads more money, which we know that. But we were told we want to compete with the top teams in the world, all the elite clubs in the world, on the pitch and off the pitch, and we are still waiting with a couple of 2 or 3 FA Cups. Do you know what I mean? Multiple FA Cups, that's it. It like, who keeps backing this? Who wants to back this? What do you actually want to see at Arsenal? Because right now, like I said, and I'm gonna read people's comments out in a minute, I'll just land on this. Right now, this you should look at Arsenal and think that, mate, they're just getting better every season. Look at them. The defence takes care of itself. You know, Gabriel Saliba, yeah, Timber, rock solid. Calafiori, well, I don't know who to say Arsenal's left back is. Calafiori looks a bit different this season, but I'm waiting for an injury come in or a bad performance. Midfield, after Declan Rice is class. After that, it drops off quite a bit. Saka, oh yeah, good, but we don't know what we're going to see from him. Left wing, we don't know. Eze is Arsenal's number 10, if you ask me. So you look at us and you think, they're ready to go now. They're ready to go. Even like Gary Neville. Gary Neville even been saying this like 5 years ago. Arsenal need to go now. Arsenal need to go now. And they still haven't. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we've shown a bit of, intention and threatening to close the gap and win the Premier League, but we didn't do it, people. We had our best chance when we was 8 points clear of Man City, and we blew it. So it's not going to get better because look at us now. We've got a manager what is shit scared to go and take the game to Port Vale to build momentum, to build confidence for the players individually to get a bucket load of goals. No matter who you play, even if you played Ethan Wanyeri up front, it is required Arsenal go to that game and win that match because then it's just boring. It's boring, and it's like people sometimes think somehow think, oh yeah, it's just going to change like that. He's a stubborn small prick. People, we've got the most stubborn manager in the Premier League, and it wouldn't be surprised if I would say the world. He's cocky, he's smug, he's arrogant, he feels untouchable. It's like he feels like he's royalty. No one can say anything to him in interviews. He can say what he wants, like making the most pathetic things up you can imagine. I've got CEOs calling me, telling me how good I've done and all that. He's living in a fantasy land. It's gone to his head. It's gone to his head. The 15.6 million has gone to his head. And I hope to God Andre Berta takes it to him and falls out with him and says, look, Josh, look what we've got. We've got some fantastic players here, some fantastic players. But Josh, this Andre Berta speaking, I'm not happy. I hope we see that ruthlessness and that shrewd attitude from Andre Berta. I'm not happy. Let me tell you this right now. I probably see more than what you do, Josh, because I'm there on match day, which he does. I'm not happy what I see. And I can hear a bigger section building in the Emirates crowd and on away days where they're starting to boo and they're getting a bit tense. But I'm not happy what I see. He is not playing good football and we're coming out with draws. And sometimes we lose. But obviously, Gabriel and Saliba saved the day like they did last season. And I just think I'm hoping that happens. I'm really hoping it happens and tells Josh it's done. Josh Mikel is done. He's not playing the football I want to see because I hope Andre Berta takes Arsenal on now for many years to come, for at least another 5 years. I hope he's with us for a long time, and I hope he's the one what says he's got to go, Josh. He's got to go. He has got to go. The football's boring. I'm not happy what I see. I'm not happy. There's only tiny little glimpses of intensity and urgency. It's not good enough. We're coming out with draws. He's not being brave. He's not letting the players play with freedom, express themselves. I hope this happens. Andre Berta, make this happen, people. And again, now I'm going to read people's comments out. I promise. Sorry for babbling on, people. But I just wanted to say this morning, who's still backing this manager and why? Because he is not a top manager and he's not elite manager, and he is going to take Arsenal backwards, and he will start ruining, our great players what we've currently got, and it's already started. Of course, it has, and anybody can see that. Again, people, if you're new to the channel, please do smash the likes up if you enjoy it, and obviously you like us, you want Arsenal back, and we need a new manager. Otherwise, it's going to be too late, and we're going to see these current players wasted. Um, and please do subscribe as well if you can, guys, if you're new to the channel. Right, let's read these comments out. Arteta will never be the guy. He's so mediocre. Absolute dark side. Dark side. Thanks, man. Welcome, dark side. Matt Bullman, big up, pal. Matt, please go and subscribe as well, people, to Matt Bullman, if you already haven't. And dark side. Matt Bullman at work till 2, so gonna call everyone pricks. Yeah, that we're getting like, or in Latvians, Robbo's chat, and someone says, Rich, we need to know what you say. What's Arteta? A stubborn, smug prick. SSP, statutory sick pay. Not so gonna, even though I'm in my 30s, I've still seen 3 titles. I want success again. Man, I'm fed up. But we're challenging him. Absolutely, dark side. I'm hanging on to my 30s, so you know what number I am. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's all you're gonna get. We're challenging. We've done this like Roy Talks BS. We're telling us to stop whining. How about shut the fuck up, you absolute prick, you doll's head, you smug twat. Yeah, I just think all this from the Arsenal fans. I just think they've got to stop whining. Look at Man City. They only just beat Huddersfield. They've won multiple trophies. You absolute dick. Fed. That's what I'm saying. Like, even pathetic things like that, they like to spin it and think, "Oh, I can say this; it's going to sound good." They're absolute deluded. How the hell does Man City come in conversation when it comes to Arsenal winning trophies? Man City's won absolute bucket loads of trophies. Liverpool, do you know what I mean? It's like, they spin everything just to protect their manager because they're that far up his arse, and they've probably got licorice on their head, just like what Arteta uses. Well, to me, Arteta's ear just looks like a ball of licorice. Where are we? The robots will eat you. New to the channel, the robots will eat you. We need a new, different, but braver manager. New to the channel, big up to you, the robots. Yeah, we do, mate. We do, absolutely. FK Arsenal 98 Good morning, Rich. Hope you are good, mate. I am good, thank you, FK. Big up, good to see you, my guy. The robots, we won't ever win it under this current manager. Think that much is clear by now. Yeah, we think it, robots, but these obsessed Arteta fans are literally obsessed with him. Anything he does, says and wants. He could say it's going to snow tomorrow and it'll all be in blue, and they would believe him. We won't ever win it under this current manager. Think that much is clear by now. We'll almost likely finish top 4, maybe challenge, but we'll always fall short. Absolutely, absolutely. And if Declan Rice gets injured and Gyökeres gets injured, we're in a mess, because then we're going to say what we've been saying for the last 3 years. Arsenal don't have a striker, a striker to play in the first team, on the pitch or on the bench. I mean, we should have signed. We should have got a striker on loan even just to back Gyökeres up. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Even Arteta knew Kai Havertz, which is not a striker. I'd sell him tomorrow, but he's going to be out till about December. So basically, the pressure is going to be on Martinelli or Trossard. If Victor Gyökeres gets injured, we're in a bit of a mess. The robots will eat you. I can only hope PSG win everything again this season and Berta and co manage to convince Enrique. Everybody, the robots will eat you. He's new to the channel. Just want to tell you this, the robots. Enrique is going to be next Man City manager. I've already called that one. It's either going to be this season if Pep walks, or it's going to be next season. That is happening. He goes to Man City if he comes to Premier League. 100%, he will not turn Man City down. Of course, I'd like him. There's many more. I'd take Diego Simeone tomorrow. I'd have took even Jose Mourinho, people. I swear to God, I'd have took him over this manager, 100%. The robots will eat you. They're cultists. Yeah, they are, absolutely. The robots, they support the manager over the club, 100%. The robots. This is a good one to have in chat, people. New guy. It's always good when we get new people. It's good because we're building, and it's good. Not so going at robots will eat you. I'm begging PSG win everything again, and we get Enrique next year. He's off to Man City, people. Don't you worry about. Don't honestly, don't get your hopes up. Enrique is the next Man City manager. I guarantee you that. If he's decided he's going to the Premier League, he's going to take over at Man City. Pep, the not best. I don't know if they're best friends, but they're friends from Barcelona days as teammates. They have talks probably on phone. It's nailed on, mate. It's nailed on. Pep will walk this season as well if it's not going well. He'll put his hands up and say, "Won everything for this club. I can't take it no further. Liverpool, which I think have battered Man City out of title race already, so I got that wrong. I got that wrong. I said Man City will win league. I got it completely wrong. And I think Pep will just say, I go, and he would walk even in 2 months' time, because he would. You know, he's not one of these who is like a cat, not coward. He's not selfish, and he's not. I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying. I'm not going to welcome my stay. He would put his hands up and walk. Arteta, nah, nah. Um, where are we? FPL United 3, Berta has come in to change things up. If Arteta don't win the league, the days of Arteta is over. You watch, all top gooners are going to be crying at the end of the season. Yeah, they're going to be like this, people. And I am going to read everyone's comment. I do promise that. Promise. This is what they're going to see from all obsessed Arteta fans. I love it when people make things like this. I do. That's what you're going to get. That is what you're going to see. That's what you're going to see. I'll just keep that up for a little bit. Where are we? I am, and I do apologise, people, that I'm just going through everyone's comments now. I just wanted to come on and express myself, and I know sometimes I am late at reading comments out, and I do apologise. The robots at Dockside Gunner Enrique would be perfect here. Absolutely would. He would. Diego Simeone would. You know, Spalletti would. Napoli manager who won league with them last time they won it before Conte won it last season. You know, Enrique, Inzaghi, Angelotti. There's loads, man. There's loads. Hansi Flick. Glasner now. People are really talking about Glasner. Where we're going, where we're going. Let me just see. Matt Bowman, keep posting these vids. Even the missus wants to sub to you on her account. Well, everybody, like I said, I'm just doing my thing, and everybody else is doing their thing, and it's much appreciated, guys. Honestly, I really do appreciate your feedback. And I don't get everything right. I'm not always right. I put my hands up. I don't, you know what I mean? I do get things wrong, and I put my hands up and say it. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? The robots will eat you. Actually, I'd replace Mikel and all his backroom staff just on the basis that he can't keep players fit even with depth. That's counterproductive. Yeah, that's a good chat, you know. That is a good chat. Right, let's get this stubborn smug prick off my screen. Um, that is a very good chat. I would, when you think about it. I know Nicola Jova, you know, set piece kind of guru, but so what? So what? That's again, these fans celebrate every time we get a corner now. Um, Dockside Gunner at Robots Will Eat You agreed they're all artificial yes men. It's pathetic. It is. It is. The robots. Calafiore has taken more shots than Gyökeres. This is the state of our manager's system. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Robots. He's ruining Gyökeres. He's making Gyökeres look average, and he's not average at all. Chuck Stop Gunners are going to do everything to get the next manager sacked. They are besotted with Arteta. It's sickening. I know. I know. Robert Prudence, morning, Rich and chat. Robert, big up to you, my guy. Good morning, and good morning to everybody as well in the chat. Just want to say that again. Thank you for all jumping in. 21 in chat already. That's very good numbers. Please do smash the likes as well, and sub if you are interested in the channel. Chucks, as I said, he was asking all the England boys, does Mikel want me? To me, that spoke volumes, because when Mikel wants a player, he makes it known good to them for months prior. He never wanted him. And no, he didn't. And I do want to read everyone's comments about people, but even the absolute stubborn smug prick, wanker of a manager, and I'm not ranting this morning, it's not happening, not happening. He even called Eze out and says, yeah, he should have scored two more. He never says that. He never says that. He would have never, ever, ever, ever say that about his love child, Kai Havertz, or Martin Odegaard. Obviously, Odegaard is nowhere near. He's not even on Eze's level, and on attacking basis, anything. Creativity of the lot. But he's already calling him out as if to say, well, yeah, he should have scored two more. Kai Havertz would have scored that. Honestly, I don't know if anyone heard that. He did say, yeah, he should have scored two more. Like, he's just like, well, yeah, well, he should have scored two more. He's not that good. Because he's ready for his second love child, Martin Odegaard, to go straight back in that team. That's why. We're going to see Eze at left wing. Now, I'd pick Eze over Trossard and Martinelli all day long, but I want Eze in that number 10. I would sack him. I would sack Arteta now just to see Eze in the number 10 position. That's how much strongly I feel about this with Eze at number 10. He's one of the best in Europe, people. Chuks Eze was sorry, yeah, Robert Prudence, I think players are given reassurance from Bert. If Arteta doesn't bring major silverware this season, he's gone. They wouldn't sign otherwise. I love people's optimism. I like when you say things like it makes me think when people are saying Berta's getting ready to pull plug. I love it. I just can't see it yet. Chucks, that's why he had Kai in a headlock pointing at the fans to raise the roof for him after Bournemouth game. Why? Because it was his signing and nobody else wanted him. Absolutely, absolutely, Chucks. Nobody wanted him apart from this manager. And he's already bigging him up saying, well, Kai Havertz, it's not weeks, it's probably months, but who he is a specimen of a man, like he's literally drooling over him already. Robots will eat you. No, I disagree. He was good enough at the start, but we're at a point where he isn't anymore. Well, that's fair. That's fair. And this is what we like to see people. Someone like the robots will eat you jumping in chat and saying they admit it. He was good enough at start, but now he's not. Whereas me, I still stick by it. I didn't even want him. There were rumours he's coming before even Unai Emery, and I said, do not bring Arteta to this club. He were a player for Arsenal for 5 years. He wasn't even a legend. You know, we got Petit and Mark Overmars. I always use an example. Played for Arsenal for 3 years. Both came in '97. Both left in 2000 to go to Barcelona, and they are legends at this football club. Legends. Bollocks. I'm not filling that up yet because I'm going to do about another 15-minute people. But I'm making sure I read every single comment out, and I do apologise again for ranting at first part. But sometimes if I don't, I feel like I'm not going to get what I want to say. And later on, there's obviously pre-match Arsenal Newcastle, and the robots. Where are we? The robots will eat you just like new players needed to come. Same rings true for the manager. Yeah, absolutely. We've got great players now. Now give the manager a proven winning manager these players and let Arsenal just purr. Just watch us go. Watch us go. Let us play with freedom, express ourselves, etc. Just watch us go. The robots will you set pieces cannot be the cornerstone of Arsenal Football Club. Absolutely pathetic. I know, absolutely. But you tell these obsessed Arteta fans, well, it doesn't matter how we win. No, because you couldn't give a shit about Arsenal Football Club. All you're bothered about is brainwashing thousands of people daily to boost your social media, obsessed with obsessed with Mikel Arteta and going back to the brainwash because it boosts your social media and all your platforms and it gets you on Sky TV, it gets you on Talk Sport, it gets you interviews. You know, Tom Canton interviewing Arteta, Harry Symeou commentating Arsenal, Rory talks BS on Sky. Those people, they are infuriating, especially when they say stop whining to us, like Rory said that they stop whining. Can dare you doll's head, absolute prick. And Harry Symeou, yeah, I think that I just think it's too over the top there. I think if they can give it people, so can we. If they can keep telling us we're too over the top and being dramatic, so we can give it back as well and 10 times better. Um, Robert Prudence, until Arteta arrived, Arsenal were a never say die club. 100%. Remember that, people? Some people might not remember that. Remember that? The old famous in tunnel look, we all legends, invincibles, etc. Probably 97, 98 area as well, where they used to be like that. No words, no words, looking at each other, just looking straight at each other. And it was like that. I don't know if you can, it was just like that. And that was as if to say, no words needed. We know exactly what we need to do when we get on that pitch and we win first. Not about how we can lose like this prick of a manager. We win. We win. And boy, did they win in style. And that's the difference between the mentality and the the talent what we used to have. Now we are building. You know, we've got some great players, but don't come into that conversation at all with the 97, the Invincibles, etc. No way. Even the 89, why it was like 3-year-old I didn't get to see when we took the game and just literally somehow scored 2 goals against Liverpool at Anfield, which was never meant to happen. But Mickey Thomas found a way. Still see that goal now running for it's like, it looks like he's on the fort and just little bit of lift. That's where we're going. Where is it? Sorry, people. Right, I'm just going to go through everyone's comments now. I'm going to try and shut my mouth and not speak. Obviously, only reading comments. I'm Terry Tibbs. Big up to you, my guy. Hope you're well, Terry Tibbs. Big up, Rich. The players love Arteta. That's why they want to come. Yeah, of course they do. Yeah, they love his hair, man. They want to know what hair product he uses. You know, they're in love with him. They love it. They want to know who these phone calls are getting from all these CAOs, who calls them. They literally want to sign for Arteta all the time. I realise that now uh, Arsenal will never understand they came from to where they are. Toxicity in the fan base and low IQ fans is the problem. And Santi Koku, um, you will win trophies. Yeah, probably a Carabao Cup and FA Cup, and that'll be a very, very struggle. Terry Tibbs, isn't it funny that when the top gooners call out Arteta, it's fine, but when we call him out, you're toxic and negative. Yeah, they are the most childish people you can imagine in football. They're like childs when it comes to things. Oh, Liverpool couldn't even beat us last season when we Arsenal had a makeshift defence. That's like saying in school playground, my dad's harder than yours, my shed's browner than yours. I'm embarrassed. Sometimes I just think, what have we attracted here? Not fans, followers, because that's what they are. Ryan Durr, big up Rich, big up my guy. Good to see you, Ryan Durr. After 15 years, Arsenal were in the semi-final. Wenger came to Arsenal and was second twice. I'm Terry Tibbs. Wenger, in his worst years, won absolutely 3 times FA Cups. He did in his last 5 years at the helm. 100% he did. Even got over the line with that. With players like Theo Walcott, etc., Callum Chambers, Terry Tibbs, Rich. Most of these cult members only know Arsenal from 2019. Nothing before matters. I know it's disgusting. Terry Tibbs, he won't change. He's stuck in his ways now. Too pragmatic. He has PTSD. He does from that 22-23 bottle job where we played fantastic, exciting football. It is, Terry. It is, honestly, my guy, Terry Tibbs. Absolutely great point, that. And it's obvious. No way is he going to just go, right, today, 5 at back, 2 wing backs, and we're going to take that game to that team, whoever they play, or swap it half time. He's not going to, it's just going to be a 4-3-3. Boring, boring, boring. Creativity? Nah. No. He ain't going to let the players express themselves and play with freedom. You don't want it. You don't want it. It's all about Mikel Arteta. Anything what benefits Mikel Arteta, that's what it's all about. He'd rather benefit himself rather than Arsenal Football Club. Santiago, Andre Berta supports Arteta. Ryan Wenger era, we won trophies till we moved to the Emirates, and from there everything went downhill. Then came Emery. Let's be honest, those were our banter era. Then came Arteta. Yes, we haven't won anything. If Unai Emery had what Arteta had in the last 3 years, that's another guy who wins Premier League title with Arsenal. Because he would have one of the most basic things. He would have got the balance right. He would have got a backup for Saka, and he would have got a striker. Thomas Frank would have done the same. Jose Mourinho definitely would have done the same. Eddie Howe would have done the same. The list goes on. I'm not even going into the European Enrique's, Inzaghi's, Spalletti's, etc. The list goes on. Diego Simeone, Hansi Flick, Glasner. I'm not even going to go into it, people, because I want to read everyone's comments out. Waffle Don, big up, man. Waffle, big up to you, my guy. Go and subscribe to Waffle, please. Waffle Don. How is he not a top manager? The problem with you fans is that you can see how top coaches compliment him, bro. Listen at Pep, Ancelotti, Enrique, bro. We are in a right direction. Wrong. Otherwise, he would have won a major title. He would have won the Premier League by now, or Champions League. But then Hansi Flick just did it in his first season. He just won a treble with Barcelona in his first season with loads of injuries. Cabrasi, the young centre-back, got injured straight away, 16, 17-year-old. Frankie de Jong picks his usual injuries up. Lewandowski, same again. Young squad, loads of injuries, and wins a treble in his first season and nearly wins a Champions League. Oh, but these obsessed Arteta fans. Oh, you can't compare Barcelona to Arsenal. You can't compare Real Madrid to Arsenal. Okay, then what we're going to do then? Are we going to compare Bodo Glimt, Norwegian League, to Arsenal? Are we going to compare Real Sociedad, Osasuna, Rio Ave in the Premier League, the Portuguese league? Who are we competing? Are they football teams, or is it an NFL team and a Premier League team, a football team? When can we compete then? Is one a rugby team? Is one a football team? Shut up, you uneducated wank stains. Lot of them. Lot of them. These obsessed Arteta fans are absolutely the poison. He's the big poison, and these fans are definitely poison. I don't know I lost words what I want to say then. Um, right, then came Arteta, made us club again. We don't know what happened. He just dropped off massively. Yeah, if Arsenal look miles off now, miles off in every single way. And I said it. I said it last week, well, a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks. Arsenal will be out the title race by October. And I'm going to say it now. If we lose to Newcastle on Sunday, you might as well put breaking news on Sky Sports News. Arsenal go another season without a Premier League title under Mikel Arteta. Terry Tibbs, Emery transformed Villa from around 17th, but he did, yep, to top four in less than 2 years and didn't spend that much. But this season, he looks out awful. I know Villa has FFP issues, but they look rubbish. They do, Terry. They do, my guy. And Monchi, the ex-Seville sporting director, legend, who then went to Roma, who I wanted when Edu were here. I said, bring Monchi in. He's now left Aston Villa, so they need a new sporting director again. Christian Persto was kind of the one before he's left. He went before Monchi. Santiago wasn't he awarded Best Manager 2024 Global Awards and London Awards, the two top quickest 100 points. I do not give a shit. That did not win anything regarding a Premier League title or Champions League. What good's that? Oh, wow. It's a personal achievement. Now, does that bring this here? The badge? Does that bring my football club and people in the chat's football club a Premier League title or Champions League? No, it's all about Mikel Arteta. Where are we going? Let me just see. Terry Tibbs, Arteta inherited his two best players in Saliba and Saka without spending 1 billion. Yep, absolutely. Terry Tibbs, where was Arteta in the top managers at the Ballon d'Or? Nowhere, absolutely. Elvis M, Arteta has until the end of the season. New people, sorry, new guy. Elvis, big up to you, my guy. Welcome to the chat. Elvis, sorry, Arteta has until the end of the season to prove himself. Otherwise, I'm also done with him. This is what I wanted, people, and I do apologise for going on for about 22 minutes. We are looking at people's comments. I do apologise for that, but this is what I'm asking for. New people to join chat, and please do smash the likes and sub to the channel as well, people, if you can. But this is what it's interesting to see, because I know for a fact now there's more people. What, 50-50, 70% still Arteta, 30% kind of want him gone, or now there's 80-20, 80% want him out, 20 still, or there's like me and other people what's wanted him out for a long, long time. But it's good now to see that people are like, I'm still there. I'm giving him this season, and then it's time to go. Now, personally, obviously, I wanted him gone from a long time ago. I didn't even want him in the first place. But like Elvis, this is what we like, people in chat. It's fair. If that's what you think still, I get that. But just be ready for another season where it's like, oh, fucking hell. And it could happen Sunday. Newcastle, if we draw to Newcastle, it's done. We're absolutely done and dusted for the Premier League title, because I do believe Crystal Palace will lose to Liverpool tomorrow. And that will mean we're literally 8 points behind Liverpool as it currently stands, and is the last place you want to turn up to at Newcastle at St James's Park on a Sunday afternoon, 4:30, televised, when they need to start performing and flick that switch. That is the last ground you want to go to. And Eddie Howe beat Arteta last season 3 times. He schools Arteta, and he can get a tune out of nearly all his players. And against Bournemouth, they rested Harvey Barnes, Elanga, Joe Linton, Bruno Guimaraes. I think Sandro Tonali. I think Tonali started. I can't remember, but it looked like they were like, right, yeah, we need to start. We're going to rest players, and they still didn't lose. And Bournemouth's tricky under Iriola. I think it's Osasuna. I think he was Osasuna when they were in La Liga. And he's come to Bournemouth, and he did double over Arteta last season. They beat Mikel Arteta twice, Iriola. They beat Man City. They beat Tottenham. So do you know what I mean? It's like, and Newcastle went there and rested like 5 players, and they didn't even lose. So I've got a feeling they're going to be on it so much on Sunday. They're going to literally come at Arsenal like mad dogs. They're just going to be like, you ain't going to pussy around foot and just play all, tiny little glimpses of intensity and urgency. We're taking that game to you. We ain't going to give you a minute to rest. And I think they will. I think they'll be straight on it. So big up to Elvis. Good point. Also done with him. But the only managers available and significantly better than Mikel are Enrique, Zidane, and Klopp. Well, I don't agree with that last point, Elvis. There's miles more. But Eddie Howe's a better manager. You'll give Eddie Howe what Arteta's had in time terms, and 1 billion. Arsenal win Premier League title. Mourinho, 100%. We know for a fact he's a proven winner. Yes, he's not really doing well the last few years, but he's still a proven winner. You give it to Glasner, he'll win a Premier League title the last 3 years. You give it to Thomas Frank, he wins a Premier League title with Arsenal the last 3 years because they're better than him. They know how to play a plan B, and that is one of the most important basic things as a manager. And they know how to switch it up, and they'll get the right balance. And they would have signed a striker for us and a backup for Saka. Arteta's not. There's probably 10 managers what's better, and I'm not going to go through more. Enrique, Klopp, Pep, Andy Flick, Inzaghi, Diego Simeone, Ancelotti. I've just that 7 or 8 there. I'm Terry Tibbs. It does seem interesting that Josh is taking more interest in the team this season. Us the pressure finally on is I think so, Terry Tibbs, because he were always like nowhere to be seen. He were in and around Arsenal in January, which last season didn't really do anything when we desperately needed a striker and a backup for Saka, but he were there. And then already this season, it was at Old Trafford, the first game of the season, obviously away. So he's looks like he's getting more involved. It feels like he's coming over like every month or so. So I think when I say the pressure's on, I'm not. When anyone says it, I just think hopefully that is something I really want, but I can't get on board with it yet because I feel like he's got a shield around him, he's protected. It feels like his royalty, he can say what he wants. But I think now there's steps now taken where if you don't start doing things, Josh is like you've just said, my guy, obviously Terry Timms, like you've just said, Terry, there's more eyes on him now. Like Josh is taking a note more. Do you know what I mean? And Andre Berta's involved, and Berta's going to be reporting back. So I think there's more eyes on him now to start taking action and say, Josh, we really are struggling, and we're now 3rd in league, and we're 8 points behind Liverpool. And I hope Andre Berta, that's me just wishfully thinking, starts reporting and saying, and I can hear people in the fans, in the Emirates, getting bigger every game now where they're starting to boo him. And then that will be where the needle moves. That will be where Andre Berta says, if Andre Berta becomes unhappy with him, then he will walk if no action's taken. Andre Berta will walk because he's not going to ruin his reputation. No way. He's one of the best sporting directors out there. Monchi, Luis Campos, Andre Berta. So I do agree, Josh. Sorry, Josh. I do agree. Josh. I do agree. Terry Tibbs. I do agree, my guy. Honestly, Terry Tibbs need to get away from these boring Pep disciplines. Absolutely. He copies everything off of Pep and all that. So I mean, if he thinks, oh well, Pep's tried to win, one league with like David Silva as like a lone striker, I can do it with Kai Havertz. No, you can't. David Silva's a legend of the Premier League. It's just ridiculous under this manager what he does. Johnny Gunner, I want my club to succeed. Big up to you, Johnny Gunner. New to the chat. Good to see people. But Johnny Gunner, but Mikel is far too afraid to concede. We are yet to put Eze in control of the creative mid. Absolute. This is good. I like this straight away. Eze in control of the creative mid. Eze, Zubamendi, and Rice will be dominant any midfield in England. Now I don't know about dominant because I still think the best trio is Bruno Guimaraes, Joe Linton, and Sandro Tonali. I just think they work for each other and they don't stop all game. But big up to you, Johnny Gunner. Another. This is what I wanted, people. This is what I wanted, where people are showing different opinions. And and everyone knows what I think about Eze. He's one of the best number 10s in Europe, and he brings that creative spark. He's forward thinking. He can receive ball with his back to goal by taking it on a left, on a right. He can spin. He can feint. He can feint his position. It can cause defenders problems just by even feinting a shoulder, where it looks like he's going to drop a shoulder to left. He's gone right, and players like he's forward thinking. He'll pull trigger. He'll pass it fast into Victor Gyökeres's feet. He'll feed Saka, rapidly. He'll get that flow moving. Martin Odegaard, weakest captain in football, and he will slow Arsenal's attacker down. But unfortunately, he's one of Arteta's love childs, and he's going to go straight back into that number 10 slash midfield. And it's hard to say number 10 relating to Martin Odegaard when I say number 10 because he's just not a number 10. Eze is 50 times better than Martin Odegaard, and Ethan Wanyeri is 20 times better than him. And I will say it now, Max Darwin is better than Odegaard. But yeah, and this is the thing. This is like what Johnny's just said. It's a shame because we've got really good players. We've got amazing defense, which we know, but we're going to see these players getting ruined, people, by not playing in the right positions, by not letting them express themselves, by not letting them play with freedom, all because of Mikel Arteta. He is bringing so many problems to this football club, and it's even new problems. Like now, he's not letting him play with freedom. He's not letting him express himself. He's playing too defensive. He's not wanting Eze as a number 10. He wants him at left wing just so he can fit Martin Odegaard in team. Everyone will tell you, Eze is one of the best number 10s in Europe. He's absolutely class, and we are lucky to have him. And Victor Gyökeres is making him look like an average striker because he's not bothered about playing to his strengths. And what he said about Eze, yeah, he should have scored 2 goals. I thought, you wanker, you stubborn, smug prick wanker of a manager. How dare you call out Eze when you would never say that about Kai Havertz or Martin Odegaard? You would never, ever say that. And it's like, well, he should have scored 2 more because you didn't want him, did you? That's why. You did not want Eze. That really, really annoys me. He didn't want Victor Gyökeres neither. And we know that. But apparently, it's Mikel Arteta's phone call what got Victor Gyökeres to Arsenal Football Club. No, my God, man, I swear. Joseph Connor Golding, big up to you, Joseph, my guy. The midfield, I don't see much on the ball. It's what they do off the ball, what I see at minute. Yep. They're not engines. They're no Linton, Sandro Tonali and Bruno Guimaraes. They're not. Stevie B, first time viewer, but bang on the money. Oh, thank you very much, Stevie B. Appreciate that, my guy. Thank you very much. Please do subscribe, people. Do smash the likes up and subscribe to the channel, people, if you can. Really does help the channel. Trying to get to 550 next, my next target. So Stevie B, I'm guessing, mate, you're like us. We want this back. We want the Arsenal back. Where we've told that's where we were meant to be going in 2006, and we're still waiting. We want titles. We want Champions League for the first time. First time viewer, but bang on the money. Thank you very much, Stevie B. Much appreciated. Really do appreciate anyone's comments when it's great to see. Really do enjoy seeing that. Because sometimes you think I'm like babbling and it's Ryder, do you think he will win against Newcastle, Rich? No, Ryan. And I said this the first 6 fixtures. I did say, right. I know I'm getting. Yes, I am. Thank you, people. I'm getting down there now. In fact, I've got the all comments read. Right. Sorry. Do you think I'll just read these last so I don't miss any? Ryder, Berto deserves his flowers. He can push us to the finish line. He has locked the likes of Saliba, Gabriel. That shows we are going in the right direction. Yeah, and Miles Lewis Skelly and Ethan Wanyeri. Robert Brents. Top Gooners celebrating no injuries against Port Vale. Oh my! I swear to God, man! I swear to God, this is what I'm saying. If there's something new against Newcastle, these obsessed Arteta fans will be gassing it up and literally blasting all over social media. Oh, Mikel Arteta, but I can't even think of something to say. Oh, yeah, on Sunday, against Newcastle, the ball came out and let's say Elanga were running that wing and it kind of went on touchline. And you know what Mikel Arteta did? He was the first manager. He did 4 kick-ups and then passed it back to Elanga. What a manager my guy is. Oh, he's amazing. You don't see any other manager doing that. He did 4 kick-ups, people, and then passed it back to Elanga. That you can see him going that low and celebrating anything they can think of. Like, they are poison to this club. They really, really are. That Harry Symeou, Roy Talks BS, Tom Canton, Moneypenny, Igal, Hagan, Welbeast, they are poison to this club, and they've brainwashed absolutely thousands just to catapult and get their social media flying with loads of subs and followers by lying daily. Because when you look back and you think, so what actually, come on then, when you look back and you think, you could question and say, so all these things you've said, Mr. Harry Symeou, you stuck up twat, and Egan and Tom Canton, and looking back and you think, all these things, what has actually happened? Because Adam Keys were telling people on Twitter, Arsenal don't need a striker. They've got Kai Havertz. He scored 15 goals in all competitions, which is wank, by the way. It's absolutely pathetic. 15 goals in all competitions. You need at least 22 Premier League goals to get anywhere near. That's just in league. It's do you know what I mean? And they, oh, it's our year this year. We're going to win league. Egan, Arsenal, we're going to definitely win league this season. I can see Arsenal win Champions League. No, you can't. No, you can't. You've brainwashed thousands of people. You've got so many puppets what will just literally like and anything you say now, they'll like it. And you use them. You use them for Tom Canton to get interviews with Arteta. You know, for Harry Symeou to commentate on Arsenal. For Roy Talks Bollocks. He's on Sky TV and Talksport. They start speaking up and actually manning up and saying it as it is, I guarantee you now, Arsenal would say, Harry, do not ever come back to Arsenal. You're not welcome. They'd ban him. They would ban him. They would ban Tom Canton if he started speaking up and says it out, saying it how it is, like what we say, with facts, what's already happened, what we call out. They would say to Roy Talks BS, do not mention Arsenal Football Club and represent Arsenal Football Club on Talk Sport. And you're definitely not welcome to Emirates Football Club. You're not welcome. They would ban him, but no, because they lick the shit out Arsenal Football Club. They suck up to him in every single way they can, and every person involved in Arsenal Football Club, and definitely this manager. And if we had the Mr. Arsenal, David Dean, who by the way should, I don't know why, have a statue outside the ground. Peter Hillwood, who's no longer with us, Danny Fitzman, no longer with us, Ken Fryer, who literally turned 92 about 1 month ago, and it was at the Emirates. I think it was at the Leeds game. The ex-director, ex-secretary, you know, absolute legend, and still there in Emirates at 92-year-old. So if we still had him, Lady Nina Bracewell Smith, who she's still with us, obviously, and the last one is Keith Elderman, David Dean, Peter Hillwood, Danny Fitzman, Ken Fryer, Lady Nina Bracewell Smith, and this six, Peter Hillwood, David Dean, Danny Fitzman, Lady Nina Bracewell Smith, Ken Fryer, and um, this 6 people, this 6, and it does me anyway to do that because I always think, have I said that one? I've said that one. David Dean. But anyway, these 6, if they were still Arsenal Football Club, they would ban these people. Seeing that little twat, broccoli head, Moneypenny going live on TV on Overlap and making a mockery of Arsenal Football Club, getting asked questions and having to have fans from other clubs answer his questions. And if David Dean, I'll try again, Peter Hillwood, Keith Elderman, Danny Fitzman, Ken Fryer, and Lady Nina Bracewell Smith, 6, if they were still at this football club, they would not allow that because they was the Arsenal. Yes, they wasn't perfect. David Dean had to sell his shares, etc. We know, but they was a group of Arsenal. That was Arsenal Football Club. They would not stand for it. And people say, "What are you talking about? It's no big deal." Oh, it is. They would not allow someone to go live on TV and represent Arsenal, which he was, Moneypenny, an absolute bell end of a lad. They would not allow that for him to make a mockery of Arsenal Football Club. They just won't stand for it. They'd be like, "Oh, is it all funny? Is it? It's all fun, laughing games that when that's Arsenal Football Club and it's being battered all over social media, and you have to have fans from other clubs answering the questions." Well, I tell you what, you ain't welcome at Emirates Football. You're not welcome at Emirates Stadium no more. That's what happened. If those people were still in charge of Arsenal Football Club, if that group was still there, they wouldn't allow things like that because Arsenal meant a lot to them. It was in there, in the heart, and they wouldn't allow it. They would not allow that because he did. He made an absolute mockery of Arsenal Football Club. Charlie Reg, real fans, big up to you, Charlie Reg. Like I said, another one new to the channel. I'm guessing you're agreeing, Charlie, man, and it's Arteta. Get him out now. But like I said, other people's came in, and it's interesting to see what they think as well. And other people have said his time's coming to an end. If he doesn't win anything this season, he's got to go. Joe's going to go in. If Arteta doesn't go soon, Ethan and Skelly will be gone permanently. Yeah, they will. They're not going to stand for being on that bench. I'm telling you now, and I've said this already. Miles Lewis Skelly, he's got his first cap for England. He's got a World Cup coming up. He's scored on his debut. Ethan Wanyeri is an under-21 European Championship winner with England. They're two good people. You ain't gonna get away. You ain't gonna get away with just stay on bench, mate. They know how good they are. They know how good they are. Trust me. And Ethan Wanyeri, this wanker, this stubborn, smug prick of a manager, he took the piss out of Ethan Wanyeri last season, towards the end of the season. He literally just says, "Thank you, Ethan. Thank you for your breakthrough season. Now I don't need you. Go on. Don't need you. Don't need you. Just sit on bench and rot." He didn't even give him any minutes in games against PSG in second leg, desperate for a goal. He didn't even bring him on. And yet, comes on against Ipswich, let's say 8-10 minutes. Oh, what's he going to do? Scores a goal. So if people keep thinking this manager is going to take you to the promised land, I would start questioning your knowledge. And no disrespect, but you've probably not watched football for long enough, or you've got standards where you're just happy not playing at Wembley at all, because that's what happens with Arteta now. Currently, emphasize that word. Currently, we don't play at Wembley. We have to watch other teams play at Wembley. We don't reach any finals. We watch other teams play at finals. And we don't win any single trophy. We watch other teams win trophies. Like, how embarrassing. Man United in the worst era have been winning trophies with Ten Hag, who got sacked by Bayer Leverkusen in about, let's just say, 3 weeks. Well, obviously, in 2 games, he was sacked. Like, there's so many things you can point out and say, well, this is what this manager's done. This is what this manager said. This is what this stubborn, smug prick said. He's not good enough, people. I hope this live, which I've seen some people in chat, new people, and they're like, yeah, I'm giving him this season, but if he don't win nothing, he's gone. So I respect that. I respect that. He's still holding on. We've got Khalid, regular in chat, who's always comes in, and he's brilliant. He never says, oh, you can't say this. You're talking. He knows exactly what we're saying, but he's still got that little hope that Arteta can do it, and we respect that. But you get some people coming in, you're talking rubbish. You don't know what you're on about. I've been watching Arsenal. I've been a fan since I've been watching for 34 years, people. I've been talking about football since I was 8 years old, about football and Arsenal. I've played football at high level from 7 to 14. I've had trials for Norwich City, etc. I'm not going to blow smoke up my own arse, but I was a really good I scored 79 goals in one season as a striker. Our top striker, top scorer for 4 years in a row in the league and obviously in my team. I have played football. I know talent when I see it. I know, like, looking at Eze, how he can receive ball back to his goal and control it on his left and on his right. Some players would just be on one foot. He's one step ahead all the time. When I can't remember it was, it could have been Calafiori, I'm not sure, but someone passed it to him against Man City. It could have been, it might have been Calafiori, I don't know. But someone passed it to him, and obviously he's facing him. But if you look, and I seen it straight away, and I was slowing it down, it's like he's got his foot turned a little bit, and his body looks like he's going to spin. And I can't remember who behind him for Man City, and they're naturally going to think he's going to receive that ball, he's facing the ball, but he's going to spin on me. And guess what he does? It looks like he's going to spin. He comes and meets it, but fast, like intensity, like it meets the ball fast, and the player's like, God, because he's ran to the ball and literally got the ball quicker than what even the player thought. And that player thought he was going to spin to the other side. And he comes and meets the ball, but really meets it with speed. And it's just his little flicks, his little touches, the way he feints and goes one left, one way to other. He's an absolute fantastic footballer. He's a boyhood Arsenal player. He's a boyhood Arsenal fan. And he's got to be Arsenal number 10. But this wanker of a manager, this stubborn, smug prick, Arteta, we are not going to see the best Eze while he's got his love child, the weakest captain in football, Martin Odegaard, in that midfield position. And I can't even say number 10 when I relate to Martin Odegaard because he's nowhere near number 10 and he's not even in Eze's league. Right. I'm going to read everyone's chat and might do another about 5 minutes at most. Everybody, been a great chat, been high numbers this morning. Much appreciated, people, and great to see new people in chat. And please do smash the likes as well if you've enjoyed it, and subscribe. And if you're just like us, we want this football club back. We're not waiting any longer. And we've got great players now, got a fantastic squad. Now give it to a manager. What is proven, what knows how to play a plan B, switch games up when it's not going his way, bring the right balance, play players in the right position. Robert Prudence, if Arteta gets a statue, it'll be used as a piss pot for dog walkers. Yeah, absolutely. It will be. It will be. Win the dog or piss all over it, hopefully. Ryder Rich, I think Arteta will play Eze on the 10 and watch how he will be praised. And these Arteta fans will say we are negative fans. Well, now with obviously Madueke injured, Saka's back in team. That's definitely Saka on right wing, which we can understand. The left wing, it's this is what annoys me because over Trossard and Martinelli, I want Eze and that left wing position all day long. But I want Eze at number 10 more than anything. So we're in a bit of a mess now because who do we play at left wing? Because I want Eze at number 10. But there's only Trossard and Martinelli. Who do you trust out of them? Again, no left winger. No left winger. We didn't sign one. And all it takes is that just that one part of that machine just to not work. And if we're not scoring from left winger, not creating and not bringing anything, not contributing, the pressure goes on to Victor Gyökeres, the pressure goes on to Saka, which it has been for the last few years. So to me, it's got to be Eze, number 10. It really has. But then who goes on left wing? Because I don't trust Martinelli or Trossard. I just don't. Right. Mateta United, what one question would you want to ask Arteta if given a chance? Mateta United, good to see in the channel. Good to see in the chat, sorry. New to the chat. New to the stream. If I seen him, I would say, why the hell did you wait 3 seasons to not sign a striker and a backup for Saka? Bachumba Funke, we are actually regressing. Another one. People, this is great this morning. People are, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to come on, be open and say, right, yeah, I'm giving him one more season, or people are telling it how it is. He's done. We're regressing. We are. Great point. Straight away. Picumba, sorry. It is. We are. We look 20 times worse than what we have done. We are actually regressing. What most people don't understand is you have to win during your good times because the bad times will eventually come. We don't have forever. He has to win or go now. Great point. Fair point. Honestly, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But everybody thinks all these obsessed Arteta, it's just, we'll wait till next season. Well, we've just got to wait till Victor Gyökeres, settles in. Eze's got to settle in. It's become boring. And they are really the part of the problem because they are bigging still up. They're still bigging it up. Yeah, we back this manager. No, because you're in love with this manager. You've got a weird obsession with this manager. You're fascinated with him. But now it's brilliant to see new people in the chat. And again, people, if you can just smash the likes and subscribe, that really does help the channel to grow. And this is what we do here. This we constantly talk about because we want him out, and we're not going to stop. We want this guy out. We want that behind me. That's what I want, and that's what it should be. It's Arsenal FC, not Arteta FC. And yes, he's signed some good players apart with Roberto, etc. He's brought some good players in, and he's brought some really bad players as well, some very bad signings. But now it's enough's enough. We need a manager now what can take us to the next level. This is what we want. Rodgers got Liverpool firing close. Next minute, Klopp comes in and he delivers. This is what we want. We're not going to keep accepting being a nearly club, not playing at Wembley, not reaching any final, and not winning a trophy. Enough is enough. He's had plenty enough time. He spent 1 billion, and I do believe our title race is over now. But I think that well, I'm saying Newcastle will beat us on Sunday, and people know my chat. My hands go straight up if I get it wrong. They've seen that plenty of times already. Newcastle beat Arsenal Sunday. They will completely end Arsenal's title race, and it won't even be October. And I did predict 1.5 weeks ago Arsenal's title race will be finished by October. Everybody, I am going to wrap this up. Absolute bless up to you all, man. Honestly, that I would have stayed. I could have stayed on longer. I could have done another hour, but I'm not. I did 3 hours yesterday morning. A few things to do. But yeah, massive thanks to everyone joining the chat. Some new people. It's always great to see. We just want more and more opinions. That why you want Arteta out, that you want him out, or that you want him gone. You like us, want him gone now. Why you still giving him that last bit of rope? It's great to see different people's opinions. Good to have people from other clubs and all. I do like that. I keep saying that. Fans from all other clubs definitely welcome. Tell us what you think about your own club. And yeah, man, it's really good to see new people in chat and great comments from good comments from new people as well. And much appreciated, people. Really, really good talk. I would do it another hour, but I'm not. I'm definitely not. I've got things to do. So everybody, I'm just going to read these last. Scott, sorry, I didn't see that, mate. Scott Kurt, we don't win trophies, but we have a new merchandise dropping. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't stop, do they? They just don't stop. And the thing what bugs me, Arsenal shirts are really nice, and the merchandise is always nice. But then this is because of that. I love Adidas. I think I've got about 6 of these different colours. Not Arsenal, obviously, but then I've got the Arsenal anthem jackets. I just love Adidas, but I do not buy from the club shop, even the shirts. I haven't done since 2016. Scott Kurt, I would ask Arteta to leave his keys on the table. Absolutely. Ryder, Rich, predictions game on Sunday. Well, I am going to do something a little bit later, Ryan, my guy. We're prediction, maybe a few hours later. I don't know, early evening time or something like that. I'll talk a bit more about Arsenal and Newcastle. But I've said Arsenal will lose, Newcastle will win, but I don't know what I'm thinking score-wise yet. But I am going to leave it here, people, and wrap it up. And everybody, again, thank you very much. And if you watch later on or whatever, please do smash the likes and subscribe. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, people, whatever you do. See you later, guys.